The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Detroit Lions. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress. Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie. It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success. Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They snap it to Fields, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points. There he goes, right side. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Give to Pierce now on the option. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Stroud will run the option left, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You talk about this Lions defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. It's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Ready.
The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Lions at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Out of the gun, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Justin Fields, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose. Touch pass, they saw it coming, converged on it before we could get much out of it.
3rd down and 6. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Stroud now. Taking a shot for Dell here. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. How did he stay on his feet? And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Here we go. You good?
On the option left is Fields. Muscling free near the 40. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Haskins now on 1st and 10. There he goes, left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run with Gibbs. Oh, look at the juke. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Here we go.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Justin Fields, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Come on. Hey.
Now it's 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go.
Off play action, Fields. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go, Smite.
To the air again, Fields. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On second down, here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Fields going to hold on to it. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Fields on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Stroud working out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Repeated the last play, going to Mechie here. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Press, watch right. Go.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
To throw is Fields. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
He's got a man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 69 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Stroud looking to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here we go. Fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. He's got this to Williams, complete. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll run here with Haskins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. Sam Laporta. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are pouring it on. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Able to find the open man. complete and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Texans.
Again, it's Stroud. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
On the check. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Stroud. It's caught downfield by Mechie. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Stroud looking to change the play.
Seven Pirates.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Throwing now is Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Here's Stroud. And my goodness, another interception. Jack Campbell with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's Fields now on second down. This to Laporta, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the option right is Fields. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
175. Sit high.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Lions on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Fields now to throw. That is caught and running with power here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football. Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth. Haskins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. The slot man in motion right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready, break.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's underneath to Pierce. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
31-yard line.
Ready.
2nd and 4. Delivers another one to Pierce. Finding room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Get up. On the ball, now.
Mechie, the man in motion. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Ready.
Now Stroud. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce from 8 yards out. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for two. Now they send a man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Slot man moves right.
Go.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Lions add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Patterson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 56, Texans 16.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On first down, here's Stroud. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw. This ball caught by Mechie. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they've...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. On the pass, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
On second down, here's a run from Haskins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready?
And they take a knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Detroit, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, it was a good first